Okay, friends. So I'm going to start. So this session is going to be the most important session. So in this session, I will be teaching you how to write essay. So this session is going to help you for any exam, UPSC, ABPSC, or TSPSC. Okay. However, the intention behind this behind this session is to make you write essay for state PSC, UPSC, TSPSC and ABPSC. So what's the difference between the UPSC essays and the ABPSC or TSPSC essays? We will have a look at. We will try to understand what kind of questions are being asked in the UPSC and what kind of questions are being asked in the ABPSC and what kind of questions that can be asked for the upcoming TSPSC exam. So we will try to understand depending upon the question. So there are certain basic principles that needs to be followed in the essay. Apart from this, depending upon the way the question is being asked in the essay, so we have to restructure our content. This is the most important thing. So I have given certain instructions as well in the PDF. This PDF will be shared with you in the main public channel. Okay, so what is the role of an essay? All these things I have mentioned, how to write a good essay, what not to do, how to choose an essay, how to decide an essay, introduction purpose. So I have given some example also. Then after that, we will discuss the essay which I have given. Is artificial intelligence a threat or an opportunity? The first essay which was given in the answer writing program of the APPSC. And I'm telling you, friends, so this is not just a kind of random session where asking you to do the political, social, economic. Okay, no. Okay, you will really get the complete understanding of the essay. So please take this session very seriously. Whoever is watching the session, even if you are not the part of the test series program, this session itself is going to give you a lot of inputs and a lot of value. You yourself can practice the essay based on these inputs. So take this as a kind of a holistic essay session. So I'm going to add a lot of inputs here. So pay very good attention. Okay, chalo friends, we'll start. So if we go through the UPSC essays, they are asking currently philosophical essays. So these are the essays they are asking. Not all who wander or lost. Inspiration for creativity springs from the effort to look for the magical in the mundane. So these are the kinds of philosophical based questions. But if you revisit, if you go back, okay, to somewhere here, see, if you go back even 2018, from 2017, slowly things were changing. Here, see, has a non-alignment movement lost its relevance in a multipolar world? Question mark. And here it is a theme. Do you see such kind of questions being asked in the ABPSC? ABPSC is asking similar theme-based questions. If you have gone through the previous year ABPSC paper, they have asked soft power India. Okay, and they have asked on this central bank digital currency. They have asked on the cooperatives, its significance. So they are primarily focusing on the themes, theme-based essays. We call them as a theme-based essays. They have also asked philosophical essays. Only one essay they have asked in the APPSC. So since they are continuously these days, like some in the last 3 years, they have conducted some 2 mains. If I'm not wrong, yes, 2 mains they have conducted, and third mains is going to be conducted. So in the last 4 or 5 years, so that's why there is a possibility from theme-based essay they can ask little more philosophical essay. They have given an hint. Since they are trying to ask the way UPSC is asking, they may ask, but we do not know. But there is high possibility that they will ask more number of theme-based questions in this way. Social media, okay, and like water disputes. Water disputes is so much in the news. So they will ask such kind of theme-based questions. For the TSPSC, primarily they will ask theme-based, because this is the first time they are going to conduct the exam. They will not go deeper. They will not touch the deeper aspects of the essay. Okay, so this is the point that we need to know. So here I'm trying to tell you. So essays, you have theme-based and philosophical. So these theme-based essays, You need more content. Like last year, they have asked question on the central bank of digital currency. If you do not have the content here, you will not be able to write answer. You will not be able to write essay here. So in these theme-based questions that are primarily being asked in the APPSC or TSPSC, content still plays very important role. Like in the philosophical essays, it is more about your ideas. It is more about your innovation. It is more about your personality. Are these things not relevant in this? They are still relevant. If it is solely content-based question, they are already testing you in the GS. So the basic purpose behind the essay should not be content. But however, content plays important role because they are asking the theme based. You will not be in a position to write content, you write essay without having the content. So content definitely plays a key role. However, innovation and personality also plays important role. But in the philosophical essays, what happened in the UPSC is people like UPSC is asking essays every year. Now people got to know, they got used to this content, and they were like the people doing in the Telugu states or any regional exams, they used to prepare themes, they used to by heart, they used to memorize, and they are used to reproduce, they are reproducing the content. UPSC felt this is not looking challenging. Now UPSC simply gives statement. Now it is very difficult for the person who has done memorization to utilize the content. Here you need innovation and personality will come out. So that's the intention behind the philosophical essays being asked by the UPSC. And so APPSC, like they are just trying to do things of UPSC, so they may ask. Okay, but however, since a choice is there, so you may not, you may get more theme-based questions. So content is important, and again, your ideas, innovation, and personality is again important. So you are trying to display your character also through writing an essay. So that's the reason behind writing the essay in a multi-dimensional manner. Though it is a CBDC, central bank digital currency, you should not restrict yourself primarily like an economic essay. It should not look like a question of economy. No. Your essay, note, key points to note. 10th class student should also able to understand the essay. It should be as simple as that. 10th class student, if he is reading the essay, he should be able to understand. It should not look technical. Is grammar and vocabulary important? No. Grammar or vocab, not important. However, if I see I am evaluating students, sometimes students while writing the answer, they will make a lot of mistakes in the sentence formation. I find it very difficult to understand. And most of the students know the writing, they know the grammar, they know decent basic grammar. But while writing in a hurry, they'll write something. There would be something in their mind. But while writing, they will think examiner knows those things. And they will just write. Okay? But while you are reading answer as a neutral third person, I cannot see what is happening in your mind. మీ మైండ్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందో నాకు తెలియదండి. మీ మైండ్లో ఒక పార్ట్, ఒక స్టోరీ నడుస్తూ ఉంటుంది, దాని నుంచి కంటిన్యూషన్ రాసేస్తారు. ఆ పాయింట్ ఎంత బ్రేక్ ఒక ముక్కలాగా ఉంటుందంటే చాలా చదవడానికి చాలా ఒక ఒక డైసెక్టెడ్ వన్ లాగా ఉంటుంది. ఏదో ఒక పీస్ చదివినట్టు ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ లుక్ గుడ్. సో దిస్ షుడ్ నాట్ హ్యాపెన్. సో యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ హై-ఫై లాంగ్వేజ్, హై-ఫై గ్రామర్, because this is not a language paper. Like I said, you need a 10th class level English, decent English, communicated, manageable English, decent level of English. That's it, which is required for the general studies. The same thing is also required here in the essay papers. So content, definitely. It is required. Content with the current affairs. It is important. You need to bring stats, facts, but again, it is not like general studies. You cannot write like this point format. You are dumping the content. No, don't do that. Instead of dumping the content, you can use one example and explain it properly in one paragraph. Okay. So I'm giving you still more points. Key points of essay writing. Should essay be written in the point format or paragraph format? Never write in the point format. Never. There are certain guidelines for the essay. Okay. You have to write in the paragraphs. And now again, while writing the paragraph, please keep it in 5-6 lines, not more than 5-6 lines. Jagger, we will discuss after the session. My essay one is going on. Okay, we will discuss about the test series and all. We can after the session. Let me complete the session. Understand the concepts of the essays. After the session, you can discuss. You can ask me your queries. Pay full attention. So you will understand. You will learn many things which is not taught anywhere, even for the UPSC, even in the UPSC test series anywhere. Okay, very few people have that kind of understanding, and very few people will teach these things. Okay, so please pay attention. Never write essay in the point formats. So you need to write in the paragraphs, and these paragraphs should not be huge. Okay, even the general studies answers, I have seen people writing 7 lines, 8 lines. No, restrict it to the 5-6 lines. 4 to 6, not 4. 4 will look more bigger than a sentence. Okay, 5 to 7 lines. It will be paragraph. Break into the 2 paragraphs. So never write essay in points. Generally, diagrams should not be used. I know some of the toppers have also said diagrams, but essay should not be used. This is not like in the GS. I say use diagrams, but this should not be rule. This should be exception. No diagrams. Diagrams are only exception. If it demands more, like when you are explaining some kind of concept, and diagram becomes mandatory, it becomes important then only. Okay, it should be exception. It should not be rule. If you bring unnecessarily diagram in every essay, like you do in the GS, you will lose marks. Because in the essay, it is your writing skills that has to be appreciated. It is not about your diagrams and presentation. It is about your writing. Through writing, you are explaining it in the you are explaining your personality, you are giving the proper analysis. Okay, and also some people have vivid reading in different types of the books. They are very great essay writers. In their schools, they might be scoring very good essays. But here, essay is analytical. It should look like essay which is comprehensive, layman, a essay which is understandable for the 10th class student, which is multidimensional. Layman and 10th class should understand. Multidimensional and analytical. You might be reading many novels and all. Mostly, I don't think in our we Telugu states, mostly majority, even in the UPSC also, 95% do not have those kind of skills. So, but there will be 1 or 5% who have those skills from the school and childhood. Okay, so they might face this problem. They might be writing all these kind of things. So in the UPSC, please avoid that. It is not going to give you marks. Okay, so these are the things. So no diagrams. So comprehensive essay, layman's essay, 10th class, and analytical essay. So these are the general guidelines. Let me show you. I will discuss. I will come more points. Okay, I will discuss what should be the introduction and all. So apart from that, the more points is there should be strong command on the GS. So what should be the content for the essay? I don't understand really why the students do. They join the test series, video essay, or general studies for the content. Please do not do that. Okay, they want content. No, content is available everywhere. You should learn the writing skill. Whatever the things that you are learning for the general studies, that is your content. Especially for the UPSC, you don't have to read anything for the essay. However, in the APPSC or TSPSC, it is more theme based, and students are not in the continuous preparation like in the UPSC. Most of the times it happens. Uh, Students they might be working also. They might have lost touch in the preparation also, or they might be preparing for other exams, and they are trying for the APPSC or TSPSC. So they might not be having content. Like say now they ask the question. Let's say they ask question. This is the possible questions. BRICS they can ask. Okay, India and China border issues they can ask. So even BIMSTEC in the IR, okay, we'll discuss those things. Okay, they can ask these things. Now people like in the APPSC, this is not in the syllabus, so people might not be having comprehensive idea. So it is like even the water issues is in the news. So student might not be having enough content here. So it is better you select a few topics, identify few topics in the news, and prepare well, because these are the theme based questions, and having the content will always give you upper edge. Because see, I have given this content on the artificial intelligence. Is artificial intelligence a threat or an opportunity? This is comprehensive content. I'll share the PDF also. I have given everything that is related, that is required from the content point of view. I have given Niti Aayog reports. I have given recent government initiatives. Okay. I have given recent guidelines given by the European Union, UNESCO, OECD, and recent partnership that was happened, and measures taken by the India. Everything current, updated, and example oriented. So all the content that is required, it is here available. So like this, you will prepare the content for few selected essays, some 10 to 20. We can do that. It is not that difficult. But that is not going to give you marks. That is only half job done. The essay, I have given the content here, but only when you utilize the content as per the demand of the question, only when you bring the content as per the requirement of the essay, then only you will fetch the marks. So that we are going to discuss today. Now, getting this content, you yourself can also search. You will be able to get materials or there, science and technology materials or there. Okay, even current affairs material, vision IAS, all these many materials are there in the market. So material content should not be constrained for you. So learn skills here. When you join the test series or answer writing program or anything, learn skills. That is the most important thing. Okay. So coming back here, so strong comment on the GS. However, here little bit more important content can be done here, because certain aspects that are not there in your APPSC syllabus. So that's the reason you have to prepare well. Like for suppose education is so much in the news, especially related to the Andhra Pradesh, because government school students, they are now giving the TOEFL exam. These things you might be hearing. So Andhra Pradesh government is taking so many initiatives to reform the education. So they can ask about the education, elections in the news. So they may ask about the election commission or electoral bonds or electoral funding. So these things can be guessed, and little bit more can be prepared, because here it is theme based. In the UPSC, it is more about ideas. With even the less content, you can score well. Here in the APPSC, what I have observed is giving little bit more facts, little bit more content is actually adding the value along with the basic fundamental things that needs to be followed for the essay, that has to be followed. Okay. So this is from where you will get the content: newspapers, monthly magazine, make drafts on all important themes of the PYQ. This is what I said. So select 10 essays where you can make content on these themes. Now, once you make this, those 3 hours are important to showcase your knowledge. You might have prepared very well. You will be judged based on those 3 hours. Like for me, for not getting selected in my UPSC, this was for me issue. I'm sure I have the content lot more than the people who have even selected, got cleared, because I used to study so much. But for me, like, I have some issues, like when I go into the exam hall, I will make some mistakes, some silly mistakes. Always it happens. Even in the prelims, I will do, even in the mains, I do. But in the mains, it is going to cost huge. So that is my problem. So we need to practice a lot for that. So how you perform in those 3 hours is very important. For that, you need so much of the practice. Depending upon your weakness, you have to practice. That is another point. Then you will get, you need to write 3 essays and you are given choice. Section A, B, C, right? You, all of you guys know this thing. It is there. This choice will be there for the UPSC or any TSPSC or also anything. Now, what mistakes people will do is, whoever have written KPPSC exam, they might be knowing this thing. They might be writing well for the 2 essays, and 1 essay, they might not be writing well. Third essay, they might be spoiling things. No, you have to write 3 essays well. And then selection of the right essay, where you have the right content, is also very important. How do you come at the right essay? So then we will discuss this thing. Choosing the right essay is very important. If you take an essay where you do not have the content, again, you will somehow lose marks. You will not able to get highest marks. For that, you have to brainstorm and decide. By looking at the question, for suppose if it is a theme-based question, if the question is theme-based, let's say they have asked on the bricks, they have asked on the SAR, they have asked on the India and the China border disputes. Now, since this is a theme-based, by looking at these things, you know where you have the content. Whether you have the content on SARC, whether you have on the BRICS, or whether you have on the India-China border disputes. So it will not be much problem. But sometimes, let's say they have given you education. I'm just saying hypothetically, education and health, where you feel you have the equal content. So in this case, you spend 5 minutes time and try to brainstorm the content. Brainstorm and try to write content, generate points for this also. Then you decide. If you are able to generate points, you go for this thing. If you are able to generate points for this thing, you go for this thing. So that should happen. Okay, that even if you feel that 10 minutes extra it is taking, no, but that is important thing that needs to be followed. That's what I have written here. Brainstorm and decide. Coherence and flow. It is also, again, very important thing. You have to bring continuity in your essays. In the general studies, like say, now say I'll show you here. So is artificial intelligence is a threat or an opportunity? I have written some introduction. We'll come back to the introduction. Now after the introduction, suddenly I have written artificial intelligence. Then I have written machine learning. Then I have written deep learning. Then I have given what is robotics. Then I have written like this. Will I get the marks? Definitely no. In the essay, I should feel like story. You might be knowing about these movies. How the director presents the script to the film stars. Okay, they will arrange the script in a proper manner. How the hero enters. Okay, you might be knowing that very famous scene. హీరో దిగుతాడండి అని చెప్పి 4 బైకులు ఎగిరి పడతాయి అని చెప్పి వేణుమాధవ్ అదేదో సినిమాలో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు కదా, నేను ఇంతే సినిమాలో. సో అలా మీరు అటెన్షన్ని క్యాప్చర్ చేయాలన్నమాట. సో అలా ఫ్లోలో వెళ్తూ ఉండాలి అన్న మాదిరి అలా అనమాట. సో ఇలా ఇలా మీరు ఇలా రాస్తే ఇది జస్ట్ దిస్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ద కంటెంట్. ఇలా రాస్తే మార్క్స్ రావు. మీకు ఒక స్టోరీ చదువుతున్నాడు, ఇందా నేను చెప్పినట్టు 10th క్లాస్ స్టూడెంట్, if he is reading your essay, he should feel essay is naturally starting and it is taking simple flow into the body. Again, dimensions. It is finally, it is concluding something. So, ala simple ga elipavali, soft ga elipavali. Examiner should not feel, "Arey, this guy has written something too much of English or too dissected, lack of coherence. There is no continuity. Suddenly, there is." How do you feel in the movie? After the action scene, suddenly there is a song. After the action scene, suddenly there is a comedy. Will you like it? Somewhere between the action scene, some romantic scene is happening. So you will, what is this script is not good, you will feel that way, right? So, and also when will you like the movie? When it is a complete movie, right? There should be some kind of suspense, there should be love, there should be emotions, actions, entertainment, everything, then you will like the movie. In this way, essay should be having that flow and comprehensiveness. That's what it means when we say coherence and the flow. And you have to stick to the essay. People will tend to deviate from the essay. They now see, this is the artificial intelligence. In this artificial intelligence essay, the question is about is artificial intelligence a threat or an opportunity? Now, in this deepfakes, generative AI, or just as some components of artificial intelligence. Now, if I write 150 words on the deepfake and generative AI, you're lost. You have lost the track. So that is another important point, another instruction that you need to keep in mind. Okay, diversity of points which I have already discussed. What not to do? Unnecessary poems and quotes, generalization, stereotypes. You should, like I said, essay is your personality. If you are mentioning in your essay, okay, about somehow stereotypes are coming, okay, somehow you are supporting some kind of patriarchal mindset. Okay, yes, we should do this. Yes, religion should be promoted. Somehow, if this is getting displayed, some kind of regionalism, some kind of negativity, okay, you will lose the marks. That should not happen. Decoding of essay. Again, in the theme-based essays, you will not find that much difficulty. In the philosophical essays, you will find people will decode something. Essay is asked something, you will write something else. Okay, so that is another thing. And beating around the bush, unequal time division. You should not write personal information. I used to study in the 6th class. Then I was a good boy. Okay, this is how ethics should be. You don't bring yourself into the essay. Don't do that. Personal story narration is not required. That should be avoided. Okay. So I have given an essay, like how to decide what I have discussed, how to decide an essay, which I have mentioned already, to brainstorm and then decide that I have discussed. Okay. So these are now I will discuss after this. What is the purpose of introduction? What is the purpose of body? And what is the purpose of the conclusion, and how we should build the essay in the introduction, body, and the conclusion. Till now, I have discussed what are do's and do nots of essays. So far, is it clear? Am I clear so far? Everyone who is watching the lecture, am I clear here till here? So I have given general guidelines, certain do's and do nots. Are we fine here till here? Okay. Okay, good. Sure. So we'll move forward. Now we have to know what should be the introduction, what should be the body, and what should be the conclusion. See, introduction means you are introducing the topic. You are introducing me some kind of topic. Now, when you are introducing the topic, first the examiner, when you are writing the introduction, the examiner should feel you have understood the essay. And you should also communicate to the examiner what he or she can expect from the essay. So these are the main purpose. And if you are writing philosophical essay, this is a major thing. You have understood the essay and what examiner can expect from your essay in the body. That should be properly communicated. It's very important. How you communicate to the examiner that you have understood the essay, and what examiner can expect from you, what you are going to write in the body, that should be communicated here. And never conclude your essay in the introduction. Now say I have given the question: is artificial intelligence is a threat or opportunity? Yes, artificial intelligence is opportunity, or yes, it's a threat. Don't do that. In the introduction, you should raise the curiosity. Now, how will you write the essay? Break the question. Is artificial intelligence threat or an opportunity? Now you can break the essay. You can also use the keywords to brainstorm and generate the essay. So essays can be, essays introduction can be, it can be from, you can use the current affairs. You can also use concept or definition. You can also use anecdotes. Anecdotes means stories. So these can be hypothetical or real case studies. You can do anything. So while doing this thing, I'm communicating to the examiner what he or she can expect in the body. So in the body, I will generate the analysis. Now in this question, is artificial intelligence a threat or an opportunity? In order to conclude that, I will generate analysis. Why it can be threat? Why it can be opportunity? I will also generate more points. How threat can be reduced? I'm generating dimensions. Question the question. How threat can be reduced? Has India done anything in this context to reduce the threat? Now these things looks more like suggestions. And then once I do the analysis, I'll conclude. Conclusion should be always optimistic or futuristic. So if there is no threat, what kind of AI you envisage? What kind of future? What kind of good future you will see if the AI is used in a right manner? Whatever the threats you see regarding the AI, if those threats are resolved, what kind of positive future you can see? And this is the most beautiful conclusion. I always write these conclusions, and let me tell you that I always score one of the highest marks in the essays. Okay, my scores are also shared in that Telegram channel, my interview marks, if in case any doubt. Okay. So optimistic essay should be there. So this is going to give you good marks. You can also provide the summary, but it does not look that good. This optimism can be a very good thing. Now see, in the introduction. So in the introduction, what will I write for this question? Is AI a threat or an opportunity? Now I cannot decide, yes, it is a threat or yes, it is an opportunity. No, I have to raise a debate. Why this debate has come up? So I have used current affairs. This is current affairs. This is the same thing I have shared in the Telegram channel 10 days back. I have used my same content. I have not prepared anything extra. My same content. Like a paralyzed person, his brain was connected to some kind of electrodes and artificial intelligence. And based on his brain interactions, he was able to move items. Sorry, she was able to move items. So paralyzed person was able to perform certain skills. So this is one advantage of the AI. Okay. So I'm just giving Anne Johnson suffered a brain stroke when she was 30 years old. The stroke left her severely paralyzed. Now see, this is essay. So I have to properly build theme. I cannot write simply in one line. Paralyzed person can walk, see, do things. No, you have to build story. And Johnson, first I have built, suffered a brain stroke when she was 30 years old. Oh, examiner will feel, oh, the stroke left her severely paralyzed. So you are building the emotion. 48-year-old has not been able to utter a word ever since. Emotion. Now see why Rajamouli movies are such a huge hits. He will build that in the first off. emotions. Like you will feel, okay, beat that villain ni kottali అనిపించే ఫీలింగ్ వచ్చేలాగా విలన్ యొక్క వైలెన్స్ ని అంతా చూపిస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంటర్వెల్ లో విలన్ ని కొట్టంగానే అందరికి ఎక్కడ లేని హ్యాపీనెస్ అలా వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో అట్రాసిటీస్ అలా చూపిస్తాడు. సో అలా ఎమోషన్స్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్, హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ ఈజ్ గైడెడ్ బై ద ఎమోషన్స్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు అంటే మనం దాన్ని టచ్ చేయాలి, ఎమోషన్స్ ని టచ్ చేయాలి ఎస్ఏలో. హర్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ టు చేంజ్. Over 250 electrodes were implanted in Anne's brain, and with the help of small port connected on her head, these electrodes were linked to the bank of computers. దీన్ని summarize చేయొచ్చు, దీన్ని simplify చేయొచ్చు. These electrodes were covered to the brain that is linked to the speech processing. So because of this thing, she was able to speak because of these electrodes or AI implanted in her brain. This is one way. So this is an opportunity. In contrast, recently, okay, this was recent news, I think 2 days or 3 days back. Okay, some person using this deep fakes in one of the company, the Hong Kong office. Okay, so they called this office just like some kind of CEO using deep fakes and asked to transfer money, and the officials transfer the money. And in this way, they have caused a huge scam to the company. Okay, so this is, on one side you can see opportunity, on another side you can see the threat. So you have raised the debate. You did not mention whether it is a good or bad thing. You have just raised the debate. Okay, so this is how you will write here. I have just given you idea. This is how we can see the AI on one side provides us huge opportunities, on one side can be destructive as well. So then what is the reality? Use such kind of questions. What is reality? So here you can also use thesis statement. The thesis statement means you can write a paragraph like this. In order to understand if AI is threat or opportunity, we need to analyze what is AI, what are the opportunities and threats posed by the AI. So this is called thesis statement. Before starting your body, in the introduction, after the introduction, you are going to give the examiner what you are going to write in the body. So you are going to discuss what is AI. You are going to discuss what kind of opportunities and threats are available because of the AI. Then you may start with the definition of the AI. This is one approach. You can have your own approach. So since this is an essay, while talking about the impacts of the AI, it is important for you to bring concept of the AI. So what is this concept of the AI? So it is an intelligence which is emulating human being. Whatever the tasks, things that are performed by you will be performed by computers. Okay, how they will learn? They are learning through the machine learning. More than the machine learning, there is also concept of deep learning. So in this machine learning, you are giving them algorithms. You are already setting the code. Like say in the Netflix, how does the Netflix will tell you what kind of movies you will like? Based on the movies you have watched, they will read the data and they will give you suggestions. But if Netflix goes beyond that, it is trying to do its own study based on your other information also. It is learning it by itself. Here in the machine learning, whatever the algorithm I have given, only on those set of lines it will work. If the machine start learning by itself with the new data, new additional inputs, then it is called a deep learning. Now with all these things, I am integrating it everywhere. Now like say in the future, this kind of revolution might come. Okay, you are coming from the office. Okay, so you have implanted something in your body. Okay, so your body, based on the informations and the type of mood you have, there will be a robot in your home. So okay, this person currently is hungry. This person mood is this way. Okay, let's design some kind of movie. Let's cook this kind of dish. Everything robot will understand. Okay, so robot will cook for you. And by the time you reach your home, so automatically doors will open. You don't have to park your car. Car will automatically go and get settled in its parking slot. You will come up. So like this, machines are also interacting with this with themselves. Cyber physical systems. So in this AI, nanotechnology, everything can be integrated. Everything can be interrelated. Okay, so robot has understood. Okay, this person is struggling emotionally, so it will talk to you emotionally. Or robot has analyzed you are in so much of joyful mode. Suddenly, robot will convert its structure. Okay, it will become a kind of bike, and now you start to ride bike on the same robot. Okay, so this kind of various things that can happen. Anything is can be left to the your imagination. Okay, in the future. So this is what the concept is. Okay, but that is called more advanced AI. Okay, we have not reached currently. We are just in this at this level. We are trying to work at this level, machine learning. Okay, so this is the concept. Now, so I'll write this thing. I will write. So once I have introduced, I will say artificial intelligence refers to intelligence of computers where they are trying to or machines where they are trying to mimic human intelligence. Human intelligence. So I will just write briefly. This should not consume a lot of space. Through machine learning and deep learning. Through machine learning and deep learning. Like this, I will write briefly. So I have to build. In this way, machines act and perform like humans. Perform like humans because of ability to self-learn. Because of ability to self-learn. Now, see, I have switched to the other paragraph. Now, this intelligence can be uh, adding many benefits to the human being. To the human being. So I will start here. So here, see, when the examiner read my essay, so he will understand benefits. Okay, he will understand. In the UPSC essay, I used to underline only one line. Okay, benefits. But here we cannot underline, so we do not have the option. Many benefits to the human being. I will start here. In the economy, where there are repeated tasks, can be automated, and simplified, which can increase the output of company, and thereby result in creating new employment opportunities as well as growth of the nation. See here, I have written one paragraph explaining the concept of the economy. Now I have to switch from the economy. From the switching to the economy, I'm thinking of different dimension. Okay, I will try to add 2 points of the economy. And see, I will try to hear such a economic growth need not be restricted to capital intensive industries. MSME units can also utilize. So I'll write like this, and they can grow with the AI. While economy is growing, such a potential can also be replicated in the health sector. So I'm just giving you example. Can also be replicated in the health sector. So in this way, I'm using some kind of flow to maintain transitions from paragraph to paragraph. So like this, I'll shift. Now, if you guys see, I'm using economical, social, all these things, but where am I using? First, I have clear framework of my structure of the essay. What is my structure of the essay? So I will write first, what is AI? Like I have discussed already. So what is AI? Why it can be threat? Why it can be opportunity? Then how threats can be reduced? Has India done anything in this context? Global measures, and then conclusion. So this would be my essay. Before writing essay, you should be very clear about the high level dimensions. This is very, very, very important. If you are not clear with this higher level of dimensions, you will not be able to write points. Now, these political, economic, social are the side heroes under the higher level dimensions. So here I am trying to write. Now for this, here in the APPSC, maximum you will be able to write between 600 to 800 words of essay. Because in the UPSC, you are supposed to write 2 essays of each 1000 to 1200 words. So it becomes 2400 for 2 essays. Here it is maximum, it is 600 to 800. Now you guys tell me, with these essays, these things will be able to tell you who himself has written all the formats of the exam, who has known things in the live exam thing. Okay, so he will be in a better position to tell you. Okay. So when you are attending, when you are approaching some person, you need to be smart. Like I'm not saying that other person might not be having things with them. They might be having content. You need to ask them relevant content. They might be good at current affairs. They might be good at some certain other concepts. So you ask people of depending upon the person. Okay? So it depends. So that is most important thing that you need to keep in mind. So once this framework is clear, then I will add the points. Now see, we will go to the question. So I have to also substantiate economic growth and efficiency. Now do not write this way. I have just given the content. By using AI, it is possible that a country's growth can be increased. Sectors like manufacturing, IT services adopting AI can go for the automation, cost reduction, and quality improvements. Niti Aayog has also said once in the 2018 that AI can boost Indian economy by 2035. And I think I have written. Yeah. Next, I will move to this agriculture because I'm talking about the economy. Even in this artificial intelligence, the applications of artificial intelligence can also be replicated in the sectors of agriculture for rural development as well as the doubling up of the farmer's income. Now see here, one more thing. Your essay should not look like example. Another big mistake what people do is they speak about the industries. Okay, they will write similarly in agriculture, similarly in health sector. These are the examples. These are not points. You have to brainstorm the points. Those applications are the examples. So I'm saying the first point of the applications of the AI or else opportunities of the AI is simplification of process or automation, and increasing up of the output of the economy. Then second point will be efficient utilization of the resources, efficient utilization of the resources, and reduction of the wastage, thereby cost of production can be reduced and profits can be increased. So this is the point. Can you guys understand here, please? This is the point I'm saying. Have you guys understood? This is the point I'll write. Efficient utilization of the resources and reduction of the wastage, thereby cost of production can decrease. For instance, usage of nano urea or nano, this is okay, not a much. Usage of AI in agriculture, like they have done in the Andhra Pradesh. Okay, I have given the example. Okay, Microsoft along with this Andhra Pradesh government, they have used this AI to efficiently utilize this AI skills to increase the crop yield by 30% by properly predicting at what time seeds can be planted, at what time harvesting has to be done, at what time water has to be provided. So in this way, they have provided. Now, this thing, if you add before, without adding this point, efficiency, your essay will not look good. Your essay will look more like examples. You will add point here and you will add then example. Now, see, I have one more example of education, skill development, or healthcare. Now, how will I add point? Here I will add a point. Again, I will use a question. It is not just about economics. AI can also improve well-being of the people, well-being of people by improving their health, Now, this is the point. This is the analysis. I'm saying AI can improve their health. Now, how will you say the health can be improved? Now, we add the example. For instance, like xenobots, I have given this thing in my Telegram also. For instance, xenobots. Now, they are prepared using the AI. They don't use AI, but they are prepared using the AI and also biotechnology. These are some small robots. They will reach the areas in your body where you have the defective systems. Okay, that is called effective drug delivery. And they are playing the role in repairing and healing. Now see here, this is how the examples will be added. After the improvement, so health has been improved. Okay, this health can also be made. This development will be considered as development. Next point I'm saying will be considered as development only if it is inclusive. Will be considered as development only if it is inclusive. AI can make growth and inclusive growth. For instance, like this I'll add. For instance, usage of AI can help in better surveillance, thereby can play a role in reduction of the crimes against the women. AI can also be used to teach education for the dropout children, for the migrant laborers in their native languages, native local languages. Thereby growth can become more inclusive. Can you see here how I am making answers comprehensive, how I am able to link things. But as development progress, we also need protection from safety. We also need protection from safety. We also need protection and safety. AI-based robots at the borders can guard well, and people can sleep peacefully. So like this, you can write in the SS. So to substantiate things, you will write things that are there from here. You will not dump all these things. You will only use limited content. But is AI limited to only people? Is AI an opportunity only to the people, only for people, only for mankind? Like this, I'll generate the question. No. It can be used even to protect the biodiversity. Even to protect the biodiversity and make development more sustainable. And make development more sustainable. So then I will add example. I'll add example. Whatever the example, see here, this content will be helpful for me in adding the content. See, I have given SMEs. Okay, I have given Zoho tools enabled small micro enterprises to optimize operations and market analysis. Okay, even in the disaster management, social good in the biodiversity, tracking the wildlife and ecosystem through proper camera traps. Now, currently, see, we have introduced cheetahs. We will be able to identify, predict through simulation techniques how the cheetahs can be survived, how the cheetahs can be protected, or what is causing threat to them. So that is where, despite these benefits, the AI are controversial because of other reasons. The same AI can be better used by the developed countries, advanced economies, and they can become much more developed. And countries like India, developing countries like India, least developed countries in India, which do not have necessary funds with them for the upskilling, reskilling, can be negatively affected. The AI can also pose security threats to the women, like deepfakes. Recently, deepfakes, like you might give the example of Rashmika, where her deepfake was created. It can cause online harassment. It also has potential to subvert the democracy by creating the fake news. Generative AI, fake images can be generated. And in the era of connectedness, the fake news can spread very fast, and it is very difficult to identify which is true and which is artificially generated. And it can cause havoc. So you are providing the threats. It is causing havoc. Then you will also write again paragraphs. While it has potential of economic development, it may also result in job loss because of automation. Example, PwC has said that 20% job loss by 2035, something. I have given the data. Okay. PwC, research in PwC, AI will replace up to 40% of the jobs by 2030. Who knows? Tomorrow, you might be watching robots class after a few years. Arey, Ateeq sir, no, the robot is teaching well. You might think that way. So who knows? So that can also happen. Ethical and social concerns. So once these AIs are designed by the inputs that are provided to them. So these, like say, once they have asked about the Modi, is he fascist? some like which AI that said? Yes, it said. Okay. So they are showing some kind of biasness. Modi is fascist, I said. So that can be a rational, that can be biased things. So in this way, that can become threat. Self-replication of these AIs. The AI can become intelligent. And even Elon Musk and even the Stephen Hawkins, okay, they said they become so intelligent and they can destroy the human being by their self-improvement. And you have developed some kind of totally machine-oriented things. Now, how do they communicate and all, you might not know. You might, like say, even you might be using ChatGPT and all, you might be giving some instructions, they might be giving some other outputs. So because of this miscommunication, lack of control, these weapons can become destructive. And even the same AI can be used by negative elements like terrorists also. Okay, in the future, okay, you might be studying about this nanotechnology where we can design some kind of instruments on the body. Okay, where you can wear a shield, and it is very hard to attack you. Now, some kind of, like just like movies, okay, some kind of villain is coming to you. Okay, no matter how, even if you use missile against him, he will not die because he's wearing such kind of shields. Okay, because of AI, because of robotics, because of nanotechnology. Okay, some kind of shields can be developed like in the Marvel movies. Okay, they can just stop like this and all. So then you will not be able to fight. So these are the certain threats. Now, challenge here is not the content, the person who is studying well. The challenge here is you have to write all these things in 600 to 800 words. That's the challenge for which you need practice. So when writing 800 words, I will be very clear that I will be spending 300 words, not 300, 250 words on prose, on 250 words on the against. Here itself it is 500, and I will use 100 words for suggestions, and then 100 words for the conclusion, and then 100 words for the introduction. So this clarity I will have first before attempting the essay. So in this 250 words, again 250 words means paragraphs. So hardly you will write 6 paragraphs. In these 6 paragraphs, you can give 6 ideas, 6 pro ideas, 6 against ideas. So you don't need so much of the content in the APPSC. And you have to effectively utilize. You have to write in 1 hour. Not 1 hour, you have to write in the 50 minutes only. To have the target, essays can be written in 50 minutes. 50 minutes each essay, next 10 minutes you have to, you should be able to sit and you should be able to think for the next essay. 10 minutes for the brainstorming, and last 5 minutes you can leave. Okay, 45 minutes, within the 45 minutes you can finish the essay. Even the UPSC essay, I used to have always in the ending some 10-15 minutes. If you are not finding time, that means you are not able to utilize this word limit properly. If you go on just writing, that will not happen. You should know, I should be able to write only 600 to 800. You should have this clarity. Then only you will be in a position to write. So I will add these things. Then I will add suggestions. Now, this is not GS answer. So I cannot write this point like this, like this, like this. For the content purpose, I have given. From this, I will pick up most important points. In one paragraph, I will explain 2 points. I will write global partnership for AI because India is also a member in this. And it is very important for the PT or group 2. And I will also talk about the UNESCO's recommendations or the ethics of the AI. Then I will talk about the measures were also taken from the Indian side. Okay. That I will talk about. So India recently has come up with this guidelines they have come up about I have not given here. Generative AI. Various guidelines were also given for the AI ethical guidelines. Sector specific regulations were given. Then I will give one suggestion and then I will conclude. Okay. So suggestions to cope up. From this, I'll write only 2 because I have to do all these things. Here I have only 100 words for the suggestions. In the 100 word suggestions only, I am talking about the your measures taken for the regulations and also. Okay, in these 200 words. So I will talk about the suggestions and then conclusion paragraph. I have to do all these things in the 200 words. So I will properly think only 2 ideas per paragraph, maybe 1 global, 1 Indian, or 2 Indian, 1 global. That is up to you. It does not matter. It is how you are doing that thing. Then finally, I'll conclude. I have given recently, PM Modi said, AI can be a good thing, but it has to be followed. You don't have to use PM Modi and all. You can give yourself as your conclusion. AI can be beneficial to the human being if it is transformative, transparent, and the trusted. There is no doubt that AI is transformative. It has to be made transparent as well. It can be made. It has to be made. If AI is inclusive, the development will be more human, democratic. It can be more inclusive by making this AI more transformative, transparent, and the trusted. So in this way, I will use the content to write an essay, to make this essay interesting, to make this essay not only just contentful but also look meaningful, to make it comprehensive, bringing political, social. Okay. I generally in my essay classes, I'll write essay and then I will teach the people content, because it can be given anywhere. That is not a big deal. People can find content these days. They are smart. So write the content. Write. This is only thing that you will find with very few places. I'll write and I'll explain. So that's all. Now I have provided what all things that are required for the essay. Now you need to practice. You need to apply this thing. Just you have listened. You have the theory with you. Only when you implement them, then you will learn. So for this, you can do it by yourself. You can join any program with me or anyone or anything. You have learned this skill. You have to practice. You have to get it evaluated by any senior or mentor or anyone for applying these concepts which you have learned. Now theory part, this is the same thing. What I will do in the test series and mentorship, same thing, same application. Taking the different essay, how to write the introduction, how to write the body. Are the people able to do that thing? No. Why they have not done? I have already explained. The same thing will be done in a program. Okay. So all these test series and all, you need to know what they are providing. If you need, you have to join. If you don't need, okay, you will do it by yourself. For any theory, for any concept, for any answer writing program. Okay, I hope I have made things clear. Are you guys able to understand? Are you guys really learned anything in this 1 hour? Have you guys understood? Anyone, any doubts, any concerns? You guys understood the essay?
Hi, Ateeq. Welcome. First of all, thanks for this time. So I have one question. Like in the last attempt, there was one philosophical essay was asked in essay APPS paper 1, but I have done like then we
But
teased
your
one
voice is breaking.
plus one. Like even how is it now?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, actually, I'm good at philosophical essays, but in exam, like I gave philosophical essay that was asked in the last attempt, like 2023 mains. Do you suggest going with theme-based essays or philosophical essays?
If there is theme based and philosophical essay, go for the theme based, because we don't know what could be the standards in the APPSC essay. In the UPSC already standards have been built. Essay, I don't know again how the interpretation can happen and all. So I would suggest, if you have the choice of theme and the philosophical, I would suggest you to go with the theme based. My suggestion
Okay.
would be go with the theme
And
based. Huh?
okay, one more question. Like there was an apprehension.
Your voice is breaking a lot.
Like
Voice is lost. Any other question? Any other doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
అది థీమ్స్ మీద లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ థీమ్స్ ఇస్తారా సార్? లైక్ ఒక పీడిఎఫ్ లాగా
చేద్దాం.
ఏమేమి
Yeah, we will do that. We can think, we can మనం గెస్ట్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేద్దాం. సో గెస్ట్ అంటే అదే అండి, లాస్ట్ 1 year గా న్యూస్ లో ఏమి ఎక్కువగా ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ సపోజ్ వాటర్ ఇష్యూస్ న్యూస్ లో ఉంది, ఇండియా చైనా న్యూస్ లో బార్డర్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉంది. సో అలా దాన్ని బట్టి వీ హ్యావ్ టు గెస్ పాసిబిలిటీ ఏమొస్తుంది అని. ఎడ్యుకేషన్ న్యూస్ లో ఉంది. ఓకే, సో ఇన్ దిస్ వే ఎలక్షన్స్ న్యూస్ లో ఉంది. సో ఇలా కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ అనుకొని మనము ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి చేద్దాం. Okay.
Any specific course for essay?
Yeah, currently the same thing is going on. Okay, in the answer writing module, you can also separately enroll for the essay, but I'll give the more in the details. Okay, maybe tomorrow. The same thing, it is there in the answer writing program as a part of this answer writing program, which like every person will write monthly 3 essays were given. But I will come up with other details again tomorrow. Okay.
Actually,
Tomorrow.
I gone through your modules. In that all subjects were included along with essay. But any specific, if it is there for essay,
Only
like
for the
instead
essay module, yes, I'll do that.
instead of weekly one essay, if anything like every 2 days
Yes,
one essay or something.
I'll think
like that,
I'll think of doing that. I'll plan doing that. I'm actually currently I'm overburdened with evaluations and all. So that's why I'm I'm a bit hesitant to go with the complete essay separate module. So let me think. Let me see what I can do. Like accordingly, I'll plan. Okay, give me some 1 or 2 days time.
Sure.
Come up with some essay module separately or something, whatever I can do, because like since I'm only alone planning all the things, content development and all, currently I'm feeling things getting a bit hectic. Once give me a day, I'll come up with the plan.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Any other doubt?
It will be more helpful if you plan 2 or 3 essays. Because I hope
Your voice is breaking. Maybe I'm probably I'm thinking to bring some kind of program without evaluation. So something on these lines I'm thinking, because evaluation itself is consuming me a lot of time. So I'm still thinking how it should be done, because I don't want to compromise quality also. I don't want to provide better things, better delivery also. So I'll see, I'll figure it out. So I'm thinking without evaluation, more about the through discussion, through self-evaluation. So that also I'm thinking of. So I'll come up, I'll explain once I have decided.
Sorry, even that is fine, sir, for us. But weekly one evaluation or something of that also is sufficient.
Yes, something like that, minimal evaluation and more about
minimal evaluation and more about delivering
more about self-explanation that can be done. That's what I'm trying to think of as a midway. So that I believe, see, most of I'm going through this answer writing of the students and all. So some students they're improving fast. So I think few even the selected candidate like Deepthi or even the Sai Pratyusha, I have just seen only few answers, and I have told them, yes, you guys are on the right track. So that assurance is actually more important. Yes, you are on the right track. You just do the same things. Okay, that's what I have. That is what is required. Sometimes students will feel even though they are doing the right track, they do not know whether on right track or not. For a few people, minor corrections are required. For a few people, so much of twisting is required. But even with minimal amount of feedback, that can be easily done. So that's what I'm trying to find, where good amount of quality can be provided. So I'm planning things about that. If you guys have any suggestions, you can also add me on, can send me on Telegram. Okay, so how I can do this thing, minimal evaluation and more through content and the video discussions I can do. Okay.
Yeah, something like that I am looking for, sir, for science and technology and essay paper, minimal evaluation and comprehensive coverage of entire syllabus, if possible.
Yes, that's what I'm also thinking too. We'll plan, we'll see. I'll update. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other doubts?